Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome everyone for joining today's webinar focusing on how you can make your legal contracts work for everyone. I'm Maddie, I'm your host, and I'm part of the Avenues marketing team, where we deliver future of work with the most advanced AI and machine learning features for the source to procure solutions. So thank you again for taking your time out and joining this webinar. And before I quickly start, I would just like to go through a quick housekeeping rules that, the webinar duration we have kept is for 45 minutes, wherein for the last 15 minutes is where, we'll be taking up the Q&A session. And also during the webinar, if you have any questions, so feel free to, add in your questions to the Q&A box or, in the chat window. We will also be recording this webinar and we'll be sending you the recorded version via email so that, if you want to refer it for the future, or if you want to pass it to your team, you can do it. And also, if we are not able to cover your questions, or if you have any suggestions, please feel free to reach out to us or email to us at the email address mentioned on the slide or on your screen, that is contact@Avenir. So with that, I would like to introduce our speakers for today's webinar. I would like to talk about James, wherein James heads the ISV technology solutions and sales in ServiceNow for the Asia Pacific and the Japan region. James mainly focuses on how you can build out your ecosystem for the ISVs, and how he can partner with you better to make your ServiceNow investments more fruitful and more cost saving. We also have Jason, who is the CEO and founder of Avenir, where Avenir is an elite ServiceNow partner, providing source-to-pay enterprise applications that transform the conventional procurement processes using AI and machine learning technologies. So let me give you a quick overview of ServiceNow, and I'd like to play a short video about the ServiceNow.
ServiceNow makes the world of work better for people, transforming old manual ways of working into modern digital workflows, so employees and customers get what they need when they need it. Fast, simple, easy, creating great experiences and unlocking productivity for employees and the enterprise. ServiceNow simplifies the complexity of work on a single enterprise cloud platform, the Now Platform, the intelligent and intuitive cloud platform for work. Native platform intelligence, so you can predict, prioritize and proactively manage the work that matters most. Intuitive experiences, so you can work in ways that work best for you. A digital workflow engine, so work happens smoothly across siloed systems and departments. And a product portfolio that delivers the IT, employee and customer workflows that matter through enterprise solutions that help drive every part of your digital transformation, creating the great experiences you want and unlocking the productivity you need, making work better. ServiceNow works for you.
Thank you, Mads. So just to summarize, at ServiceNow, we have a digital workflow engine that enables work to happen smoothly across silo systems and departments. And we've got a product portfolio that delivers IT, employee and customer workflows. In fact, Bill McDermott, our CEO, recently stated that behind every great experience is a great workflow. So really, our overall strategy is about being the platform of platforms so that we can help you drive every part of your digital transformation. So through our technology, we really want you to unlock the productivity that you need. We want to make the world of work better for people. However, we can't do everything. And as a result, a key part of our overall strategy is our ISV ecosystem. So with this in mind, we have a technology partner program. So what is it? Well, it's a program focused on existing app providers, entrepreneurs, subject matter experts looking to exploit their IP through building native applications or integrations on the Now Platform. So why is it important to us? Well, if we combine these new ideas with the Now Platform and our continued investments, it provides us with a compelling opportunity to complement, extend, and in some cases build new repeatable applications that span many and multiple use cases. So if I look at our team's purpose, it's really about driving innovation on the Now platform to provide you, our customers, with as much choice as possible across new departments and personas, and to be able to provide these to you in a way that can be consumed really easily. So how do we do it? Well, we've effectively delivered these applications and then make them available to you in two ways. So the first way is our store. So what is the ServiceNow store? Well, the ServiceNow store, it's a marketplace for both free and paid applications explicitly developed on the ServiceNow platform. So every ServiceNow store app is created and supported by ServiceNow technology partners. And ServiceNow has also verified every application's compatibility with the platform and its security. So they've been through that vigorous security check and they've been given, ServiceNow's given them our stamp of approval. So that's store. So the second way is what we call OEM. And to best understand OEM, think about it as a delivery channel for a solution built on the Now platform. So whereas the store is the delivery channel for certified apps and integrations to existing ServiceNow customers, OEM is the delivery channel for any solution built on the Now platform to any customers. So whether they're ServiceNow customer, existing ServiceNow customers or not. So effectively, the ISV, in this case, Avenir, would provide you with a standalone white label version of their application. It just so happens that all of that foundation beneath the bonnet is ServiceNow. So as far as ISV partners are concerned, Avenir is a really good example of this. They've been hugely successful in combining the capability of the Now platform with their very deep understanding of source-to-pay processes. And we're really excited about these apps. And we've had a lot of interest from customers internally within ServiceNow and partners alike. So without further ado, I'd like to pass you over to Giselle, the CEO and founder of Avenir. Over to you, Giselle.
All right. Thank you, James. Before we jump onto my part of the presentation, I would like to ask this question. How many of you have actually used any apps from the ServiceNow App Store? Your poll is up on your screen right now. We'll wait for 10 seconds for you to respond, and we'll announce the results right away. And the results are out. Looks like a good 60% of the participants have used the ServiceNow App Store. So that's fabulous. That's really good because they already know what the power of ServiceNow apps and ServiceNow ecosystem bring it to their IT environments. Good. Thank you, James, for a wonderful introduction to ServiceNow and how the partners like Avenir can benefit the organization and the larger ecosystem. Now, let's talk about contract management in a little more detail. By the way, this app is available on ServiceNow App Store along with two other apps of Avenir, and you can download them going to the ServiceNow App Store, and you can also download the trial version from the App Store as well. If you wonder if your organization needs a contract lifecycle management solution, because a lot of people think that, do we really need it? Here's a small test. If you ask any of these questions in recent past, then I think you are ready for it. In other words, if you do not have a centralized contract repository, or if you have inconsistent contracting processes that can lead to challenges during audit, or if your legal team is oversubscribed, it is time to take on the contract management journey. Sorry, just going to the next one. Okay. There you go. Okay. Traditionally, the contracts, I mean, what is the contract lifecycle management, right? So traditionally, the contracts are divided into three parts: sell-side contracts, buy-side contracts, and other contracts. However, in last few years, more complete and holistic approach to contract management has emerged. That is what I call it enterprise-wide contract management. It not only includes buy-side and sell-side contracts, but also includes all the other types of contracts within the organization like HR, intellectual property contracts, real estate contracts, and so on. All your organization's contracts should be stored in a centralized repository. And all your organizations, all your contracting processes should be consistent. Here, I mean consistent processes and not identical processes, as the system has to adapt to the different departmental and geographical requirements. With that, I think time for the next poll. A couple of questions on this poll, if you can put up those questions, Maddie. So where do you face the most contracting challenges? Buy side, sell side, other, or general enterprise wide? And we are going to combine second question here as well, is that how has COVID-19 impacted your contract management challenges? We'll wait for 10 seconds. All right, Maddie, can you bring the answers? Interestingly, 86% of the participants are saying that they face enterprise-wide contracting challenges, which is pretty interesting. Other question is the COVID-19 impact. They have 86% again saying that it has really impacted their contract management challenges significantly. So, wow, that's pretty interesting. And considering the fact that our participants right now are from Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, India, and Hong Kong as well, I believe. So we have a pretty broad set of participants from different continents, and there is that there's a consistency in the pain point that they are talking about. One, that they see these challenges enterprise-wide, and two, the COVID-19 has only increased their contracting challenges because now everybody is working remotely. All right, now let's look at Avenir Contract Flow product, how it addresses the enterprise-wide contract management challenges. The base product offers standard solutions to all the contracting use cases in your organization. It involves all the stakeholders that you see on the top, with legal, HR, procurement, IT, sales, and finance, all of the above, involves all of them. When we started Avenir, we had decided to democratize the enterprise app for all employees. With that spirit, we want each and every employee of the organization to be able to request for a contract and keep track of all the requested. Currently, they may have to pick up the phone or send an email to the contracting team to create a contract. However, with this system, if the person can create an IT ticket, he or she should be able to submit the request for contract as well. If the contract request is of a simple and standard contract like non-disclosure agreement, it may not even require internal review or external negotiation. And in that case, the requester will be able to create an NDA using the standard contract template and send it to the other party for electronic signature. On the other hand, if the contract request is for more complex contract like software license agreement or a procurement agreement or a statement of work for that matter, it will need to be sent for internal reviews. Avenir Contract Flow smartly uses very powerful workflow engine from ServiceNow. You can have complex approval metrics in the system, like who can approve when, depending on the contract value or depending on the geography as well. And guess what? You already have this user hierarchy and the approval rules in the ServiceNow because you already are using it for different use, whether it's IT service management, IT BM, or ITSS management. You already have this approval matrix in there. You just need to configure a few more rules based on the contract types. And this is the power of platform. And this is the power of platform that Avenir is exploiting for the benefit of existing ServiceNow customers. Once the contract is internally reviewed using the tool, it is time to send it to the other party for redlining and negotiations. There's no need to take the contract out of the system and send it to the other party. All that happens from within the system. The other party sends the red line document back to you. Contract flow will automatically ingest that contract document, and that's the smartness of it. Remember, your core users are the contract managers or the legal team members. And let me tell you that they love their Microsoft Word. And hence, Avneer offers Microsoft Word-based plugin, which tightly integrates with ServiceNow. It's a great proprietary plugin that allows the contract manager to interact with ServiceNow system from the Microsoft Word. Now, when the user saves the contract from Microsoft Word, it does not get saved on the local hard drive. It actually gets saved in the centralized repository as a new version. So now you get an organizational control, multiple versions, and still the flexibility of Microsoft Word. Typically, after multiple rounds of back and forth, the contract is ready for the final approval and e-signature. Avneer out of the box integrates with DocuSign for e-signature. But if you have any other preferred e-signature provider, we would be happy to work with them as well. Once the contract is signed and executed, the life cycle still continues, right? So you can amend a contract, you can renew a contract, or even terminate a contract after it has been activated. Now, after the contract is activated, you can now manage the contract terms, obligations, and contract performance. A lot of organizations are very focused on post-activation contract management. However, if you have done the pre-contract steps right, you can be really effective in your post-contract management as well. So that's essentially what Avneer Contract Flow offers to you out of the box, and that's the power of platform that Avneer Contract Flow is consuming. Now, if you are starting a contract management journey, it might be overwhelming to decide where to start. So I've been in contract management space for a little over 18 years, a long time. And this is what I recommend. I recommend what I call crawl, walk, and run approach. Never go big bang. Just phase it out. Always start with extract and store. Get the existing contracts and their terms in the centralized repository. It will make your contract searchable, reportable from a single source of truth. You can also start getting alerts and reminders for contract expirations or any other milestones that you have through the system. Once you are settled in this phase, go to the next step. Here, now you can start creating contracts using the standard clauses and templates, collaborate, negotiate, and all of that. Now you can actually do that. After that, move over to third-party paper use case. And that's where the power of machine learning and artificial intelligence comes in. This is the use case where the contract is actually created by the other party and your system has to ingest it. And which is where the machine learning and natural language processing of contract flow of Avneer comes into play. It reads the contract automatically, extracts the clauses and terms for you, so you can ingest that contract very comfortably without really manual work involved in that. Finally, once you have put all the pieces together, you start creating the real value from your contract. You start creating the clauses, you start recommending the clauses, I should say, predict the corporate risk, and really start getting the value out of the overall contract management system. So in summary, no need to go big bang, just start your contract starting up where at the bottom and work your way up there. Mehdi, I see there are a couple of messages on the chat. Any actions for me?
Yeah, there are a couple of questions. So I think we will take it up during the Q&A session.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. All right. Moving on to the next one. Few people asked me why a contract management on ServiceNow. Well, first and foremost, ServiceNow is one of the systems where every employee already has an access to it since they already use used to create an IT ticket. We are just extending the capabilities to create contract requests. So that gives you a powerful start. no need for new security settings. No new login, password. You already have logged in. You just get an additional button to start a contract. Also, all the data is stored in ServiceNow. You already trusted ServiceNow with your data. So no need for additional IT audit or clearance requirements. And finally, guess what? There is no need for new system administrator. Your existing system administrator can manage our new system as well. So that's the power of platform that we are trying to get. Okay, looks like it's time to move over to the product live in action. I think I need to share my screen here. Maddie, can you stop sharing here? Okay, there you go. Okay, let me know when you guys can see my screen. Okay, Maddie, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can see it. I assume everybody can see that as well. Okay, so what you see here, what you're going to see is one use case, and in interest of time, we are just going to cover one use case, but there are plenty of other things that we can show as well, which if anybody is required to see that, we're happy to set up a long detailed product demonstration as well. So what you see here, everything is on ServiceNow. This is the contract manager dashboard, where when the contract manager logs in, he or she, in this case, Lisa, is a contract manager logging in, and this is the dashboard that she sees. First and foremost, most interesting that she wants to find out is when are the contracts expiring. So she can actually see the contracts that are expiring in next 90 days, 60 days, 30 days. She can see the overall status of the contracts that are expiring. She can click on that, and she can see the drill down report, which contracts are expiring in next 90 days. This is in addition to the contract alerts that a user will see 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days before the contract expiration. And there are other things like contracts by stage, the contracts that Lisa is working on, top 7 contracts by value, because you can sort it out. You can see the contracts by type, all these things. And remember, this is a configurable dashboard. You can put any widget or any item, any report that you want to see here, and that can be different for a different user as well. So it's a highly configurable system for you. Let's say in this use case, I'm going to create a procurement contract. So if I go to vendor, I can see all the vendors in the list. If I click on InFocus Systems, let's say Lisa wants to create a contract with InFocus System. So this is the information about InFocus System as a vendor. Lisa can see all the contracts that already exist with this vendor. So she can actually do a quick look at it, or she can do a quick search to understand which all contracts are already existing with InFocus System. Let's say Lisa says, okay, you know what? I'm ready to create a contract. So she clicks on quick contract, and she says, okay, creating the contract with InFocus, and I want to create a purchase agreement. Now, this contract type right now, this being a demo system, you see a long list, but if you are in your production system, you're only going to see those contract types that you are authorized to create a contract for. For each contract type, you may have multiple templates. So let's say a purchase agreement may have multiple contract templates, but in this case, I'm going to select master purchase agreement template, because at times, same contract type, but depending on different region, you may have different contract templates. Like let's say Singapore region may have a different template versus Australia region, because the jurisdictions are different. The clauses are different in that sense, although the same contract type. Once you click on that, you land on what we call it a live view page. And this is the power of contract flow. You're going to see very, very powerful user experience here. As soon as you land, the first thing that you see, there's this blinking text here. And if you click on it, and you will see Avnir smart suggestions throughout the application, which will guide the user at a different stages. So in here, it says the similar contracts already exist with this vendor. And this is very powerful, because at times in a large organization, left hand doesn't know what the right hand does. So you might end up creating multiple contracts with the same vendor or same customer. So we actually do a smart search behind the scene and actually tell you that you already have this contract existing with this vendor. Do you really want to create another one? And Lisa says, you know what? Good, thank you, but I'm going to create a new contract anyways. And the other powerful thing that you're going to see is you are going to start creating the contract in real time. So this is on the right side, what we call a live view, is the template that you selected, which is the clause clause language that you selected for this particular contract type. As soon as I start typing here, it's going to start showing up here. So as soon as I click on it, it replaces this there and say, okay, if I can type it, procurement agreement with InFocus Systems. Okay, so immediately as soon as I type here, it immediately shows up here. Similarly, I click on here, it shows where he's going to replace this. So I'm going to say, I want to contract start date is 1st of May. Why this is very powerful is because now the user is not filling up the form and in front of a dumb form and realizing I don't know what the contract is coming out on the other hand, but here, as soon as he or she fills up the information, the contract is being prepared on the right side automatically. She clicks on term and she's a new user, let's say, she's a new employee to the organization. And she says, okay, this kind of procurement agreement, I don't know what's a typical term that we use. So she sees this little box here and she's okay. It's a smart insight, another smart insight that pops up and say, majority of these contracts, purchase agreement, majority of them actually are using the 2 year as a term. Then she says, okay, then that's a contracting term that you usually use. It's a safe bet that I can use the 2 years as a term. And that immediately fills up on the right side. And then you can actually fill in more information as you see fit. Being the demo system, we are only filling up 3 or 4 fields, but in real life, you're going to have around 15, 20 fields depending on the type of a contract that you want to create. And you can put as many fields as you want, and you will have those creation of this particular page and form. It's very simple, drag and drop that you can actually bring it here. And your system now ServiceNow administrator should be able to create this form for you fairly easily. You can see the contract has now moved to draft stage. The other thing that you see is, let's say I'm creating contract with InFocus, and the guy from InFocus says, how long is it going to take to create this contract? And most typically you are going to say, I don't know, anywhere from 30 days to 90 days, because it varies. But what we do is, based on the past data, we call something called cycle time prediction. We predict that how long is it going to take to complete this contract. So it says 4 days to move from draft to in review, 5 days to move from in review to in approval, and 6 days to move to in signature. So you can sum it up and say, okay, it's going to take around 25 days to finish this contract based on the past data. And that is the power of this data that we present to the user in a consumable fashion. So the Lisa can tell the InFocus system, it's going to take somewhere between 25 days to execute this contract. Now contract is created. You can have many other sections as well. You can fill in a lot more information. Let's say you have some more data for the renewal, invoice, you can put all that. You can have contract attachments, assets assigned associated with this contract, expense line items, all this you can actually attach with this contract as well. Let's say I'm ready to send it to the other party for negotiation. So I click on generate document. The contract is automatically created and attached to this contract record. So as soon as the system comes back up to me, if I go to the attachment, the new attachment is already attached here. If I click on this, you can see the 1.0 is automatically attached in a Microsoft Word format. So we have taken these fields from here, taken the language here, combine that and attach that as a Microsoft Word document. Now, when I go to send, there are certain actions as a user, Lisa can take. She can send it for internal review, send for external review, send for approval, or send for signature as well. So that's something she can do. And these actions are also highly configurable. So let's say you want to put a legal review in between, you can do that. Or you have a, let's say, finance review or engineering review, in that you can put those actions here as well without writing a single line of code. That's a complete ServiceNow configuration as well. For today, I'm just going to jump on to directly send it for external review. So I'm going to click on external review. And typically what you do today is you to download the application contract, attach it to an email, and then send it to the other party. No, you're not going to do that here. You want to take each and every action from within the system. So I'm going to say I'm going to send this contract for review to Eric, and I'm going to attach this document, which is what we just created 1.0, and then type an email just like you regularly type. But alternatively, we come out of the box with a bunch of email templates. And here you say, select the email template, and Lisa can edit it, or she can have her own email template as well. And then say, okay, I'm ready to send it to Eric for review. So remember, Lisa is an internal user, has created a contract and sent it to the other party for review. Now, the contract has moved from draft to in review, and a substatus says external review. Let me now jump to Eric's email, and it should pop up here in a minute. That gives me a time to show you. It usually takes a minute for it, so there it is. Okay. So this is the email that Eric has received from Lisa, saying that, can you review this contract? And Eric is an external party. So they are not using Avenir. So he's just regularly downloading the attachment from an email and opens the Microsoft Word document. As a normal Microsoft Word user, he's going to enable the track changes and say, okay, I don't like this. So he deletes it, or he add something here. Whatever the changes, regular Microsoft Word changes that he's doing, he's able to do that as well. Then Eric has two options. One is he can attach it to an email and send it to Lisa. The other option is, which is not present here in this demonstration, but we also offer a new small little plugin, which is a free plugin for your vendors and for your customer, called Fast Send. So he will see a new button here called Fast Send. So Eric will just click on Fast Send, and the contract will be automatically packaged and sent it to our new system automatically. No email attachments, that Eric has to do, no email download that Lisa has to do on the other hand as well. It's just complete one click, and the contract is sent to the Avenir system, and it automatically gets attached to the Avenir contract management system, to that contract record. But in this example, we are assuming that Eric has sent that via email. Lisa receives that email, opens that document in Microsoft Word, just like how she does it today. So again, changing the hat here, a lot of users we are dealing with. So let's change of hat. Now I'm Lisa. Lisa has just opened this Microsoft Word document, which is redlined by Eric. But now, since Lisa is the Avenir user, she sees this ribbon called Avenir CLM contract. And it's a regular Microsoft Word. The only thing addition that she sees is this Avenir CLM contract. So she can do anything. Let's say she may accept the deletion. She can add something here. Whatever else she wants to do, she can just do just like what a Microsoft Word she would like to do. In addition to that, she can actually go to the clause library, and she has direct access to the clause library from the Microsoft Word. So clause library, where you're approved, the clause is already present. So she said, you know what, you didn't like that termination clause. So I'm going to put in the EULA termination that is approved by our legal team. So she can come in and insert, and that language from the clause library automatically gets inserted here in the document. So Lisa says, you know what? I like it. I'm ready to go. And I can check in the document into ServiceNow or our new system. So at this point, remember, as you save, instead of saving on the hard drive, it actually gets saved as a new version in our new system. You can save it as a minor version or as a major version. As soon as I check in, the system will tell me that it is saved as 1.1. Now, Lisa can go back to obviously the browser and work with that forward. Or let's say if she wants to compare revisions. So she clicks on compare revisions and she can see, in this case, version 1 and 1.1, and she can compare two versions side by side as well. For now, we are just two versions, but imagine you have 10 versions, which is what would be most typical, or 10 or more versions in the system. You have 10 versions here. You can actually select any two versions and you can compare those documents side by side as well. Other powerful tool, feature that she can have in the Microsoft Word itself is this small little thing, contract summary. She clicks on it and she immediately sees all the terms that are there from the contract. So she says, okay, where is my start date? And immediately she can jump onto that. She says, where's my vendor name? And she immediately gets jump to InFocus system here. She can see where is the name of the contract, immediately jumps in here. So all the contract terms are automatically extracted from the contract document and makes it an easily usable summary sheet for you. You can also see the clauses that's been inserted by you on top of the standard contract template that you use as well. So a lot of these powerful tools are available directly from the Microsoft Word. And that's the proprietary integration that we have built from Microsoft Word to ServiceNow. Let me go back to the system here and let me refresh the page. So Lisa would typically get an email. She clicks on it, so she anyway is going to log in. She has got a new page there. If I go back to the attachment and see that now after 1.0, the 1.1 is automatically attached when Lisa is actually checked in from Microsoft Word. Now, let's say after multiple rounds of negotiations, I'm ready for internal approvals. So Lisa is going to click on send for approval. So and as soon as she sends it for approval, the background approval engine kicks in. What are the approval metrics or the business rules that you have set up? The contract will go to that person for approval. It could be one-step approval. It could be five-step approval. It could be a serial approval. It could be a parallel approval as well. So as you can see, the contract has moved from in review to in approval, and it says approval pending. Now, in a very complex approval processes, Lisa wants to know where is my contract stuck, and she wants to get a visibility into that. So we have created a small little user interface here for Lisa to understand where is the process right now. So she can see, okay, the contract was sent for approval on this at this time, and it is with a person called Peter Procure for approval. So now let me jump to Peter's email. This is Peter. Yeah, this is Peter. And this is Peter has just received this approval request. So Peter can click on the link and jump on to the system. Now, if you are already using the approval process from ServiceNow, this is very similar to that, no change in that. And you can actually approve through the emails, or you can even approve through your mobile apps as well. So here in this case, Peter receives this contract for approval. He reviews this. He says all looking good, and he says, looks good, go ahead. And he makes a comment and clicks on approve. Now the contract is approved. If I go back, as you can see, the contract is already approved. And when I refresh the page here, and I go to live flow page, you can see Peter had received it. Peter approved it at this time, and now the approval process is completed. Now, obviously, this is a one-step approval, so it's pretty straightforward. But when it's a 5-step or 7-step approval process, this becomes very informative for Lisa to understand how did her contract flow within the system. And she can actually report on this as well, that where she's spending most amount of time in her contract approval process as well. Okay, with this, now it's negotiated okay by the other party, and it's internally approved as well. Now she says, okay, I'm ready to send it for signature. So Lisa clicks on submit for signature. And just like external review, she can select the right email template. So again, she can edit this, or she can create her own. And since she can select which attachment she wants to send. And remember, again, this is a demo, so you see only 2 attachments. You may have number of attachments here, and you can just select the right one that you want to send it for signature, which typically will be the last version that you want to send for signature. And she clicks on send. Behind the scene, what Avni does is it integrates with DocuSign. It inserts the signature kind of flags in there and sends it to Eric for his signature. So I'm going to go back to Eric's email. This is Eric's email. So Eric has just received this email to say, please sign this document. So, and this is through DocuSign. This happens outside of our system, but with our integration with DocuSign. So this is, as you would see, when the page comes up, this is the document that was sent to the, as you can see, this clause was inserted by us. There is some text that we inserted there. So we can review everything and say, okay, everything looks same, good. And Eric can now sign the contract. And as soon as Eric finishes this, the signed contract automatically goes back to Avni's system and gets attached to the system automatically. So when when the contract went out for signature, it said in signature and pending signature. But once it is signed by Eric, the contract now moves from pending signature. It still says pending signature. Hopefully that will come back in a minute or so. And it says now says fully signed. The contract is now fully signed. Now in this case, again, being a demo, we are having just a 1-step signature. Typically, you may have a 2-step because both parties will have to sign. So you go through 2 steps of signature, and the contract will be fully signed. After that, when you come back to the attachments, you can actually see that 2.0 is already attached automatically, and this is the signed copy of the contract. So let's take a look at that, how the signed copy looks like. This is automatically attached to your contract record for your future reference. So click on it. This is the contract that was signed with Eric's signature in there. So with that, your contract is ready. So it's fully signed, and your 2 options, either to auto activate the contract, or you can keep the power in with you to click on activate the contract, and it will activate the contract after sending the reference document back to those guys for their reference as well. And now contract is activated and now moves from in signature to active and in effect. As you can see, as soon as the contract is activated, the contract is locked. You cannot change the contract because you don't want anybody to muck with the signed contract. And all the actions are also taken away from the user. All you can do is you can renew a contract, you can amend a contract, or you can terminate a contract. And that's where the rest of the contract lifecycle continues. So that is what I wanted to go over as far as the product demonstration is concerned today. There are a lot of other things to cover, like the requester flow. How would a normal employee request for a contract? How will contract manager and the requester do back and forth for more information, or a third-party paper, or a live feed? How do you collaborate within your employees in a chat system? All these things, I mean, a lot of other things that we need to cover as well, but would love to show you on a subsequent occasion. With that, Maddie, I'm going to stop sharing. If you can share your screen and we can go to the next. Okay, so with that, you might be wondering, how do we license our product? So we have 4 types of users, and this is per user per month. It's a SaaS model. So we have 4 types of users. You have contract requesters, contract approvers, contract managers, and contract administrators. So contract requesters and contract approvers are completely free, packaged with your product. So when you buy Avani product, you get unlimited free usage of that. You only pay for the contract managers or the administrators, what I call the power users of the application. Let me also mention that in this COVID era, considering the fact that a lot of people are working from home and the contracts are their essential part of business continuity plan, we have offered 120 days of free contract flow essentials package that includes the product licenses for 120 days free of charge. And we are also introducing some basic services for you to set up your basic contract management as well. And we'll be happy to work with you. And outside of that, as I mentioned earlier, you can still go to ServiceNow App Store. You can download the trial version, and we'll be happy to set you up on that as well. So with that, on the tokens, I'm opening up the floor for Q&A. Mary?
Yeah, so Jaisal, we have got a couple of questions. So if we check the Q&A panel, the first question which we have is, how Avenir solve problems for complex contracts?
I hope I answered part of that question by covering the procurement or sales contracts. We have dealt with very complex contracts with hundreds of terms or hundreds of clauses with multiple steps in the approval processes or different obligations that are part of that. Not sure if that answers the question, but if somebody has that question, we can take it offline with that specific understanding a specific use case on that.
Okay, great. Second question is, can a company transit from existing format to Avenir's platform?
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the idea. There are 2 parts to it, right? One is you may have your contract templates currently in Microsoft Word. And we will work with you to convert those Microsoft Word templates into the Avani contract templates. We'll be creating the clause library for you, and we'll also set up those contract templates and template library for you as well. In addition to that, the second part of this is you may already have your contracts or contract data and the attachment, which is the executed contract, maybe in PDF, sitting in your SharePoint or any other contract repository. And we will work with you in converting that or migrating that over to our new system as well. That's pretty easy to do. And that's typically the first step in any contract management implementation.
Okay, great. So there are a couple of questions. So the next question is, can Avenir contract flow integrate with other enterprise apps like SAP or Salesforce?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So the answer is yes. We are as I mentioned earlier, we are built on ServiceNow. So if ServiceNow integrates with those platforms, so does Avenir. Now there are two parts to it. One is you can use the integration hub of ServiceNow to integrate with any of these apps, or we actually do build our own integration interfaces as well, just like how we built for DocuSign that you saw, and we have recently built one for Salesforce as well, where we build the interface without even going through integration hub, so that you do not need the integration hub license from ServiceNow either.
Okay. The second last question which I have is, how long does it take to deploy the entire contract flow application on our ServiceNow instance?
Okay. Usually any enterprise application, the answer is always it depends. Depends on the number of contract types that you are incorporating, number of users that you want to incorporate, the number of approval flows that you have, and so on. But in my experience, this would take anywhere from 2 weeks to, let's say, 8 weeks, depending on the complexities of your situation and system environment.
Okay, great. And the last question which we have is the contract flow solution specifically built for any industry?
Wow, very good questions and a lot of questions. Really love the fact that a lot of questions are coming in. Love to interact with you guys offline as well, because all good questions. So the answer is that the product is pretty horizontal. So it can solve the problem of any industry, because each and every industry has a contract in there. So yes, it can. However, in current scenario, we have seen the most amount of traction coming in from certain industries like financial services, healthcare, telecommunication, education, higher education especially. These are the industries that we are seeing significant uptick in the demand. But yeah, in theory, the product offers solutions for pretty much all verticals. All right,
okay.
That's it, Mary?
Yeah, I think that's great good questions, and thank you, Jaisal, and thank you, James, for taking your time out and sharing the insights on how we can make contracts simple and easier using ServiceNow and using Avenir contract flow. So thank you, everyone. And still, if you have any questions, or if you would like to test out, or if you would like to take the advantage of the COVID-19, the 120-day offer, so please do visit our website at avenir.com, or feel free to send us an email at contact@avenir.com. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for your time.
Thanks, guys.